What's going on, guys? Daily Pips here. So as usual, this is my weekly forecast for the upcoming week. And guys, if today happens to be your first time on this channel, please subscribe. Okay? Yes, subscribe. Why have you not subscribed yet? Yes, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to like the video as well. So as usual, this is just a brief analysis on gold for the upcoming week. Okay, as you can see, recently movement on gold has been crazy. Like, I don't know, but gold has been consolidating for a while now. It's in a consolidation trend. Okay, it's like it's not moving, just consolidating, but in a way it's heading towards a certain direction. Okay, so let's start from the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, as you can see, we talked about this swing high last week, that price may either respect or disrespect. Okay, so from the weekly contest, we see that price is respecting this swing high right here, which based on the weekly contest, personally I expect price to get to this point. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we have to make sure that the lower time frames also support this idea on the weekly time frame. Okay, so what we are going to do is we just go into the the daily. Yeah, here's a 24-hour anyways. So yeah, the daily right here, to make sure the daily is also supporting what the weekly is trying to tell us. Okay, so yes, on the daily too, as you guys can see, we had this daily fair value gap right here, which personally I was expecting price to push higher. Okay, but from the daily contest, you can see that price came into this fair value gap with this candle right here, and instead of price giving us the next candle, price giving us a bullish candle, which will confirm that indeed we are respecting this daily fair value gap. Price just decided to return back into this fair value gap with this bearish candle. Okay, so as you can see, this a bearish engulfing candle, because look at this, the body of this candle, and also look at this, the body of this candle. Okay, so as I always say, price is just doing two things in the market. Price is either offering fair value or price is seeking liquidity. Okay, so on a daily, as you can see, we've disrespected this fair value gap, which means price is not offering fair value here. So what is price going to do? Price is going to seek liquidity. And what is liquidity? Swing points. Okay, so on the daily, based on the daily contest, we already have the swing points marked. Okay, I think this is the closest swing point right here, which I think this may be a swing point on a 4-hour time frame. Okay, so personally for now on gold, we have two targets to reach. Okay, if nothing happens, once again, you guys should understand that whatever we are doing here is all about probability. Okay, trading is all about probability. The fact that I am making this analysis doesn't mean that's exactly what's going to happen in the market. Okay, the market has its own intention, and it's your job as a trader to predict it. Okay, so whatever we do is just a prediction. Okay, so yes, so for now I think in the upcoming week we have these two targets to reach. Okay, based on this contest. Now let's see if the 4-hour also supports the ID. Okay, so on a 4-hour time frame, as you can see, price has created we wanted price to reach here, right? Fine, price had this fair value gap right here, but price didn't reach this external low. As you can see, there was a bearish fair value gap right here. Okay, I've been telling you guys from internal liquidity, and fair value gap is the internal liquidity. Okay, don't be confused. So from a fair value gap, we have to reach a swing point right here. Not necessarily a swing point though, but most of the time, because the fair value gap is a 3 candle pattern, which is we have the first candle, the second candle, and the third candle. Most of the time we create a swing point below right here. So most of the time we come into the fair value gap and we reach this swing point. That's what I mean. Okay, but price came in here, and look at the second candle price gave us this big bullish candle. Okay, and already paying attention to candle signs, you know that it's also a bullish engulfing candle. Okay, so in a way it's like we are no more respecting the bearish fair value gap, and we've created a bullish fair value gap instead. Okay, yes, so we've created a bullish fair value gap right here. So as I was saying, price is just doing two things. Price is either offering fair value or seeking liquidity. Okay, so if based on the daily and the weekly contest, we want price to reach this low, then what should happen on the 4 hour for us to confirm this move? Okay, so as you can see on the 4 hour, we have this bullish fair value gap right here, but we want price to reach this point. So what should price do that will actually confirm that price is heading towards our direction? Okay, so the only thing price has to do is to disrespect this 4 hour fair value gap. Okay, so this 4 hour fair value gap is very key going into next week. Okay, so yes, all we have to do is to wait for price to disrespect this 4 hour fair value gap. Then eventually, you know that if price disrespect the fair value gap, if price is not offering the fair value right here, then we are seeking for this liquidity, right? Yes, so it's as simple as that. Okay, but if price decides to, respect this fair value gap, creating another 4 hour fair value gap, then we should know that price has a different intention altogether. Okay, so yes, whatever is going to happen, I think it's based on this fair value gap right here. But for now on gold, I'm about 80% bearish, and let's say 20% bullish. Okay, but that 20% is still a probability, still a chance of it happening. Okay, so you just have to be very careful. As you can see, the recent price action of gold is not the best. Okay, we have so many wicks in the market. Okay, look at all these candles. We have all these wicks right here. So yes, as a trader, you have to be very careful. If not, you'll be taking a lot of losses within this range. Okay, and it's not the best. It's not the best. So you just have to be careful in the market. Okay, please don't forget to like as well, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so I don't know, let me just do a quick one on EURUSD. Yes, let me just do a quick one on EURUSD. Let me clear all this. Okay, so on EURUSD, let's start from the weekly. Wow. Okay, so on EURUSD, it's a bit confusing, but let's see what we have. So price reached this swing point right here. Okay, and I don't know if price was trying to respect or disrespect, but in a way it looks like price was trying to respect this swing high here by giving us this long wick right here. Okay, so personally on the weekly I don't see anything interesting, so let me go down to the daily to see if the daily will be interesting. Okay, so on the daily, you can see that price came into this fair value area right here. Okay, you guys don't worry, I think I'll be explaining the terms in my subsequent videos. Okay, I'll especially make videos explaining the terms to you guys. Oh, come on. So price came into this fair value area right here. Okay, price came into this fair value area and price has started pushing higher. Okay, which means, normally I told you guys that if you are using fair value gaps and swing points, you should be very keen, like you should pay attention to your time frame alignment. Okay, so on a 4 hour, as you can see, we normally link the weekly to the 4 hour. Okay, so as you can see on the 4 hour, price reached the swing point right here, and price, we just wanted price to create a 4 hour fair value gap. Okay, but price refused to create a 4 hour fair value gap, and this is when price came into the daily fair value gap. Okay, it tried to push higher, but it still moved down to get into this fair value area right here. Okay, so this is a fair value area, and price has, something interesting is happening here. Okay, so as you can see, price created this 4 hour fair value gap. Okay, price came into the 4 hour fair value gap right here. Okay, it first came in here and it gave us this bearish candle, and price has, currently giving us this bullish candle. So for now on EURUSD, personally I don't really have a bias yet. Okay, but I think EURUSD will be a bit bullish, a bit bearish, sorry, going into next week. Okay, so that, yeah, you see, that's why you need to subscribe, because I'll keep updating you guys. Okay, so you need to subscribe. Personally, I think, yeah, EURUSD is going to be, a bit bearish. because let me check the daily. So yes, as you can see on the daily, price has the potential of creating a daily fair value gap right here. Okay, so it all depends on what Monday's candle is going to do, because there's a potential of price creating a daily fair value gap right here. And also already we've already respected the 4-hour fair value gap, and price is beginning to push lower. Okay, so it's just two things, so we just have to wait. Okay, I think that's the best thing to do on EURUSD, is to wait. Okay, so yeah, I think that will be all for today. Okay, so if you have not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. Okay, don't forget to subscribe, just subscribe. Okay, so I think that's it. Have a good week. Bless up.